My child, something dangerous is coming 10 minutes ago, and I call to you with urgency because my love will never stay silent when a shadow rises against you. I speak because I see what you cannot see, and I feel the tremors of storms that try to break into your life. My heart aches because I have given you signs and whispers. I have touched your soul in the quiet hours of the night. I have stirred your spirit when you thought it was just unease. I have called your name in ways you did not understand, because I do not want you to walk blind into the snares that were set. My child, hear me with all your heart, for time is not your enemy but your ally when you cling to me. I want you to know that the enemy has moved before you, but I have already moved before him. I want you to understand that the wave you fear is not greater than the hand that calms the sea. I want you to believe with every tear and breath that I am still your Father and my power cannot be shaken. Something dangerous came 10 minutes ago, but I stopped it from reaching you. You did not see the arrows that were fired in secret. You did not hear the curses spoken against you. You did not sense the poison hidden in smiles that looked friendly, but I did, and I stood between you and that storm. My child, my heart wept because you still walk as though you are alone when my angels surround you in numbers greater than the darkness that prowls. I held back what was meant to destroy you. I turned away what was meant to cripple you. I placed a shield over your spirit when you thought you were just surviving another ordinary day. You did not know what tried to touch your body. You did not see the sickness that tried to creep in. You did not hear the whisper of hopelessness that tried to crawl into your mind. You did not recognize the sudden weight in your chest as the attempt of the enemy to suffocate your hope. But I knew, and I came, and I said, no. Not this one, not my child. Not now, not ever, for my promise stands, and I do not take my eyes off you, my child, even for a second, for if I turned away you would have already been consumed by the pit that waits for those who live without me. I come to remind you that the warning is not to terrify you but to awaken you. I want your spirit to rise and understand that danger does not come to make you crumble but to remind you that my hand is mighty, my love is fierce, my shield is unbreakable. My child, something dangerous came 10 minutes ago, and you did not even realize that you were being tested. You thought it was just another thought, just another wave of fear, just another disappointment. But in the invisible realm a battle was raging, and heaven fought for you, and your name was spoken by angels as they pushed back the darkness, as they cried out victory over you. You must know that I am not a distant God who watches silently. I am not a statue in your imagination. I am the living God who moves faster than the arrow, who blocks the trap before your foot can step into it, who speaks louder than the lie trying to take root in your mind, who stretches a net under you when you fall so that you do not shatter but are lifted back into strength. My child, my love does not grow tired, and my warnings are proof of my protection. When I say something dangerous is coming, it is not to frighten you but to prepare you. It is to clothe you in faith, to stir your heart with fire, to make you lift your head and see that you are not defenseless, you are not abandoned, you are not just another name in the crowd, you are chosen. You are sealed, you are mine. The enemy thought he had you 10 minutes ago, the enemy thought his timing was perfect, the enemy thought his shadows were darker than your light. But he forgot that I am the beginning and the end. He forgot that my word is eternal. he forgot that every plan formed against you cannot prosper when my hand has declared blessing over you. My child, breathe, lift your soul, let the tears fall if they must, but know they are not tears of defeat, they are tears of realization that you are loved so deeply that even before you knew danger had moved, I had already built a wall around you. My child, something dangerous is coming. 10 minutes ago and I saw how the darkness rushed like a thief in the night to strike you when you least expected it. But I did not allow it to overtake you. I placed my hand upon your head and I spoke life into the very air around you. I said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I said, every tongue that rises against you shall be condemned. I said that though 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, it will not come near you, because you are mine, because your name is written in the palm of my hand, because your tears have been collected in my bottle, because your cries have never been ignored by me. My child, the storm came, but it broke against the fortress of my word. The shadow reached, but it fell back in defeat. The snare closed, but it shattered before your foot could be caught. I tell you again not to live in fear but in awareness that you are surrounded by my presence at every hour. I want you to understand that the danger that came was not only physical but spiritual. It was the kind that hides itself in thoughts. It was the kind that plants seeds of doubt. It was the kind that whispers you are not enough, you are not loved, you are not seen. But I crushed those lies before they could root themselves in your heart. I spoke louder than the deception and I reminded you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that I knit you together in your mother's womb, that every detail of your being was shaped by my hands and no darkness has the authority to unmake what I created. 10 minutes ago the enemy tried to silence your joy, he tried to suffocate your laughter, he tried to dim your vision, but I came like a rushing fire and I breathed new strength into your bones. I whispered my promises into your soul. I reminded you that your destiny cannot be stolen because I guard it, that your tomorrow cannot be destroyed because I write it, that your hope cannot be extinguished because I ignite it daily with the light of my love. My child, do not mistake the shaking for destruction. Sometimes the shaking is the breaking of chains you did not know you carried. Sometimes the shaking is the crumbling of walls that were keeping you from my presence. Sometimes the shaking is the enemy trying one last desperate attempt because he knows he has already lost. Something dangerous came 10 minutes ago, but I turned it into a testimony that you will carry, a reminder that even when unseen battles rage, your Father fights for you. A sign that my covenant with you is unshakable, my love for you is untouchable, my presence with you is undeniable. I want you to feel the depth of this moment. I want you to understand that your survival is not luck, it is love, it is grace, it is my hand stretched out and refusing to let you fall. Do not fear, my child. For even when I warn you, it is not to weigh you with terror but to lift you into trust, for if I tell you danger is near, it is because I am already nearer. If I tell you storms are brewing, it is because I am already calming the seas. If I tell you darkness has moved, it is because I am already filling the sky with light. I do not reveal to alarm, I reveal to assure, to awaken, to strengthen. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came, but I remind you now that the danger is defeated, that the threat is dismantled, that the plan is overturned, and you remain standing not because of your strength but because of my mercy, because of my faithfulness, because of my eternal hand that never sleeps. My child, something dangerous is coming 10 minutes ago, and you need to feel how deeply I was standing by your side when that shadow crept close. You need to know that every heartbeat of yours matters to me, that when the danger moved in I raised up a wall of fire that no darkness could cross. I released angels around you in numbers you cannot count. I spread my wings over you so that not even a fragment of the attack could touch you, for I saw how the enemy thought he could surprise you. I saw how he believed your faith was too fragile to withstand his schemes, but he underestimated the strength of the covenant between you and me. He forgot that I will never leave you nor forsake you. He forgot that my power is not measured by the minutes of a clock but by eternity itself, and so, while the attack was launched 10 minutes ago, my protection had already been surrounding you long before. My child, you walked through that moment without even realizing the war that was unfolding in the unseen realm because I chose to shield you from the terror. I chose to let you live in peace while I carried the weight of the battle. I want you to stop and breathe and realize that your life is not ordinary, it is precious beyond measure. The enemy does not chase those who have nothing, he chases you because you are carrying a light that disturbs his darkness. He targets you because your destiny holds breakthroughs that will free not only you but many others. He fears your prayers, he fears your worship, he fears the power in your voice when you call on my name. That is why he moved 10 minutes ago, but that is also why I moved even faster. I want you to know that your story is not shaped by threats but by promises. Your future is not written by fear but by faith. Your journey is not guarded by luck but by divine protection. My child, listen closely. I did not keep the warning from you because I want you to remain asleep. I want you awake. I want you alert. I want you to realize that you are in a world where light and dark clash every single moment, but you are never abandoned in that battle. You are not fragile clay left to shatter. You are a vessel of my spirit, and my spirit does not retreat, my spirit does not surrender, my spirit does not break. You must walk boldly, knowing that even when danger tries to arrive, it already finds me standing in the doorway before it can ever reach you. You must walk in the confidence that nothing can separate you from my love, not height nor depth, not life nor death, not angels nor demons, not past nor present, not even the threats of tomorrow. 10 minutes ago you were a target, but I turned you into a testimony. 10 minutes ago the enemy thought you would stumble, but I steadied your steps. 10 minutes ago the shadow wanted to drown your hope, but I lifted your chin to the sky so you would see that the sun still rises, that my mercy is still new every morning, that your life still holds purpose untouched by the chaos of this world. My child, I am not telling you this so that you live in fear of what is to come. I am telling you this so that you realize how loved you are, how guarded you are, how every moment of your life is written with my hand and sealed with my blood. So that you walk not in trembling but in trust, not in panic but in peace, not in despair but in determination that you belong to me. My child, something dangerous is coming. 10 minutes ago and the heavens trembled with the sound of that movement, but I rose with power that shook the very foundations of the enemy's plan. I came like thunder against the whispers of destruction. I came like light that blinds the eyes of those who dwell in shadows. I came with authority that silences every tongue. that dares to curse you, and I want you to know that you were never left exposed, not even for a heartbeat, not even for a single breath. My eyes are always on you, my love is always wrapped around you. And my strength is always standing as a wall higher than any storm. The enemy thought he had an open door, he thought he had found a weakness, but he forgot that every door belongs to me, every path is under my command, and I close what no one can open and I open what no one can close. My child, I want you to see the tenderness in my warning. I did not tell you something dangerous came to paralyze you. I told you so that you would understand that my protection is not a story, it is a reality. It is the very reason you are still here, still breathing, still walking, still dreaming, still rising. Danger came but it bowed before me, danger moved but it was stopped at the border of my will. Danger whispered but my voice thundered louder. When I said 10 minutes ago, it was to show you how near I am, how quick I am to act, how nothing escapes my sight. You cannot measure my care for you by human time, yet I speak in time so you can feel how immediate my love is, how urgent my protection is, how deliberate my actions are for your life. I need you to know that what the enemy sends to destroy you I often turn into the very thing that strengthens you. I take the arrows and forge them into shields. I take the storms and use them to water your faith. I take the fire meant to burn you and refine you instead into gold more radiant, more unbreakable, more enduring. My child, the danger that came 10 minutes ago is already defeated. But I want you to remember it not with fear but with gratitude, because every time you remember you will see how much I love you, you will see how much I carry you, you will see how much I fight battles you cannot even name. Lift your heart, my child, and let peace flood you now. Because though the world is filled with threats, you are filled with my spirit, though the days are filled with trials, you are covered with my victory. Though the nights may be heavy with shadows, you are wrapped in the light that never fades. I will never let you walk into a battle alone, I will never let you carry the weight of fear without my hand to steady you. I will never let the enemy write the final word over your life. Because the final word has already been written by me and it is victory, it is freedom, it is everlasting love. My child, something dangerous is coming 10 minutes ago and though you may not have seen it, I saw every move, every plan, every scheme that tried to touch your life. I felt the shadows stretching toward you. I heard the lies whispered in the unseen realm. I saw the trap set to ensnare your heart, yet even as it moved, I was faster, I was stronger, I was already standing in the gap. For you, I was already dismantling what was meant to harm you. I was already covering you with my wings, shielding you with my power, surrounding you with a force that the enemy cannot penetrate. A force born of love, a force born of covenant, a force born of eternity itself. Do not mistake this for a moment of fear, my child. This is a moment of awakening, this is a moment of clarity, this is a moment where your soul must remember who fights for you, who holds you, who has written your name on the very palm of his hand, who has marked you as his own. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came, but I stepped into the battle before it reached you. I struck down the darkness before it could shadow your path. I spoke life where death tried to creep. I breathed hope where despair tried to settle. And all the while I was whispering to your heart, do not fear, for I am with you. I am for you. I will never abandon you. You may not understand how close the danger was. You may not perceive the forces at work. You may think it was a small thing, a momentary worry, a fleeting thought, but I assure you, my child, the unseen world is very real, and I am very present, and nothing moves against you without me seeing it, without me intercepting it, without me turning it into a testimony for your life. The enemy wanted to strike at your joy, to destroy your peace, to shake your faith, to silence your prayers, but I will not allow it, and I remind you now that every attack against you is an opportunity for my glory to be revealed. Every shadow that comes near is a chance for my light to shine. Every danger that rises is a stage for my power to demonstrate that nothing can stand against my love for you. My child, remember this always. The moment of danger is not the moment of defeat, the trial is not the end, the shadow is not stronger than my light, and the storm is not louder than my voice. I am your refuge, I am your fortress, I am your deliverer, I am your God, and I move before the enemy. I guard you before the attack, I protect you before the harm reaches your doorstep, I shield you before the arrow is even released. 10 minutes ago the enemy moved, but I was already there, and I am still there, and I will always be there. Walk in this truth, my child, let it sink into the depths of your soul. Let it rise in your spirit, let it awaken a boldness that cannot be shaken by threats, a courage that cannot be dimmed by fear, a peace that surpasses understanding, a confidence that nothing can touch what belongs to me, that nothing can overtake what I have sealed, that nothing can destroy what I have protected. You are my child, you are my beloved, you are my treasure, and I am working all things for your good, all things for your protection, all things for your victory, all things for your eternal joy. My child, something dangerous is coming. 10 minutes ago and I watched as the enemy moved, thinking that you were unaware, thinking that you were unprotected, thinking that he could catch you off guard, but he underestimated the power of my presence, he underestimated the depth of my love, he underestimated the authority I have over all things in heaven and on earth, and so even as he schemed, I intervened, I blocked, I redirected, I turned his plans into nothing, and I want you to understand, my child, that what was meant for harm is already transformed into your blessing. What was meant to frighten is now a reminder of my care. What was meant to destroy is now a testament to my faithfulness. Do not allow your heart to be troubled by what you did not see. Do not allow your mind to be shaken by what you did not know. Do not allow fear to take root in your spirit when I am already holding you in the palm of my hand, when I am already surrounding you with angels, when I am already declaring protection over you, when I am already speaking victory into your life. 10 minutes ago the enemy tried to move against you, but I was already there, and I will always be there, my child, and this is the reason you are still standing, the reason you are still breathing, the reason you are still seeing the sunlight, the reason your heart is still beating with hope, the reason your spirit is still alive with courage. I want you to know, my child, that nothing is too sudden for me, nothing is too late for me, nothing is too strong for me, nothing is too hidden for me, nothing can surprise me, nothing can overpower me, and nothing can steal from you what belongs to me. The danger that came 10 minutes ago was real, yes, but my intervention was greater, my hand was stronger, my eyes were wider, my ears were keener, my power was unmatched, and my love was unbreakable, and I tell you again that you are safe, you are protected, you are preserved, and you are cherished in ways that words cannot fully express, in ways that your heart may not yet comprehend, in ways that will be revealed to you over and over throughout your life. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came, but I am greater, I am stronger, I am mightier, I am wiser, I am ever present, I am never sleeping, I am never silent, I am never distracted, I am never unaware, and I am always your Father, always your protector, always your guide, always your shield, always your refuge, always your deliverer, always your comforter, always your God. You are never alone, my child, not for a single second, not for a single moment, not even when danger seems to appear from nowhere, for I am already there, I am already working, I am already protecting, I am already winning the battle on your behalf, I am already transforming what was meant to harm into what will bless you. Stand firm, my child, walk boldly, live courageously, love deeply, hope endlessly, and trust completely, because my presence surrounds you, my power upholds you, my love carries you, my spirit guides you, my angels protect you, and my promises are unshakable. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came, but I turned it away, I stopped it, I defeated it, I overcame it, and you are safe, and you are mine forever. My child, something dangerous is coming 10 minutes ago, and I want you to feel the depth of my intervention, to understand that every breath you took while unaware was covered by my spirit, that every step you walked while oblivious was guided by my hand, that every thought you entertained was under the lens of my protection, and that even when the enemy thought he had access to your mind, your heart, your body, your life, I was already there, already intercepting, already turning what was meant to harm into what will glorify me and strengthen you. My child, do not underestimate the unseen battles, do not disregard the spiritual warfare that surrounds your everyday life, for the moment something dangerous comes, it is not always visible, it is not always loud, it is not always tangible, but it is real, and my presence is always louder, stronger, brighter, and more powerful than the darkness that moves in secret. 10 minutes ago, my child, the enemy thought he could steal your peace, your joy, your hope, your faith, your dreams, your future, but he forgot who I am, he forgot whose child you are, he forgot that I am your defender, your father, your shield, your fortress, your refuge, your mighty God. I want you to understand that what looks like a moment of fear is a moment of awakening, what seems like a moment of threat is a moment of revelation, what feels like a shadow approaching is actually the proof that I am already closer, stronger, more active, more involved than you can comprehend. Every danger that rises is an opportunity for my glory to shine, for your faith to be strengthened, for your trust in me to deepen, for your heart to learn that no weapon formed against you will prosper. No plan of the enemy will succeed, no shadow can survive in the light of my presence. My child, I am calling you to awaken to this truth, to understand that life is full of hidden battles, that not everything you face is seen by the human eye, but I am always with you, always moving, always protecting, always winning the battle on your behalf. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came, but I have already turned it into a testimony, a moment that will remind you throughout your life that you are never alone, that you are never forgotten, that you are never unprotected, that you are never unloved, and that my power is unmatched in heaven and on earth, and I am always victorious. Do not let fear take root in your spirit. My child, do not let worry fill your heart, do not let anxiety steal your peace, because the danger is already defeated, the enemy is already restrained, the shadow has already been overcome, and my light continues to shine around you, over you, through you, and within you. I am your Father, and I am working all things for your good, all things for your protection, all things for your victory, all things for your eternal joy. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came, but I stopped it, I intercepted it, I defeated it, I turned it into a moment of blessing, I turned it into a demonstration of my love, I turned it into a reminder of how precious you are to me, how valuable your life is. How significant your existence is in my plan, and how unstoppable my protection is over you. Stand in this truth, my child, let it fill your heart, let it strengthen your soul, let it guide your steps, let it calm your mind, let it awaken courage and boldness in you, because I am with you, I am for you, I am never far from you, and nothing can separate you from my love. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came, but you remain standing, you remain safe, you remain victorious, you remain my child, and you are loved beyond measure, beyond understanding, beyond anything the enemy could ever attempt to take from you. My child, remember this always. 10 minutes ago something dangerous came. But I was already there, I was already fighting, I was already protecting, and because of my love and my power, you remain safe, you remain victorious, and you remain deeply cherished. Do not forget the faithfulness of your God, the strength of my hand, and the certainty of my promises. Walk boldly, live courageously, and trust completely, because I am with you now, and I will never leave you. If this message touched your heart and reminded you of God's unfailing love and protection, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more powerful, life-changing divine messages that will strengthen your faith and uplift your spirit every single day.